Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is something a little bit different. Instead of being a podcast, today we are talking about my spring knitting plans. I have got quite a few written down, and I know that in reality I'm not going to be able to get to all of them, but it is exciting to think about what the possibilities are and what I potentially could do. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you are new here, hi, my name is Shannon. I am a knitter and a crocheter based in Scotland, and spring is supposedly meant to be here soon. As I'm recording this, it's the last week of February, so spring is meant to be next week. But I mean, the weather's warmed up a little bit, but it's still windy. It's still a bit cold, but you know, we'll give it some time. Before I get into talking about the patterns that I've got written down here, I will talk about this quickly. This is my Year sweater. It's a pattern by Boredom Kills. I cannot remember the name of the designer, but that's her business name, brand name. And this is knit in yarn, which is a New Zealand based dyer. She's based in Dunedin. Yarn in the colourway Tusk. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. And I have my notes here, and we'll talk about what I'm looking at casting on for the new season. So I've got a bunch of yarn here as well, which I'll talk about. Some of the plans I have yarn ideas for, some I do not. But that's okay. Again, I doubt I'm gonna get to all 8. If I do, then I'm gonna be very impressed with myself. Let's put it that way. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first one I have on the list is the Cloudbow by Reed Keys. This is a pattern in, I think it's Pom Pom Quarterly, I think one of the recent ones. When I've bought the pattern, I've already swatched for it. When I bought it, you could only buy it as part of Pom Pom. That I don't know if that's changed now, but I mean, there's some good patterns in that. There's another cardigan in that I'm thinking about making as well. And I think there's a pullover as well, a couple of bits that, you know, so I was quite happy to purchase the whole thing. But I will put a picture somewhere, an overlay somewhere of what it looks like, and I'll also put a link, as with all of them, I'll put a link in the description. But what I'm going to use for that is, that one's upside down. This is Mode by Rowan Alpaca Haze. I got this for Christmas this year just been. I have 3 balls of each. I don't know if it says, it doesn't say color names, it's just numbers. This is shade 018. Oh, dropping it. 018 and 014. And I'm going to stripe them. The pullover sample is striped, and that's how I'm going to do mine. So my hair is having a moment today. So yeah, I'm going to stripe these together. It's lovely and soft, and it'll just be a nice lightweight pullover. It's knit on really big needles, which is a nice change, because if you watched my latest podcast, I'm knitting on a lot of very small needles at the moment, so it's nice to have a bit of a change. I normally prefer smaller needles anyway, but again, it's nice to have a bit of a change, have something work up quite quick. I have actually started working on this, and I will talk about it in the next podcast. So I don't know if it's really a plan at that point, because it's happened. It's happening. But yeah, that's the Cloudbow by Reed Keys. Secondly, and I don't know if this is necessarily springy, but I've had it on my list for a while. I need some more cardigans. and I love the brioche stitch, and I have some very, I guess, like spring coloured yarns, as you can kind of see behind here, and so I'm putting it in the category of spring plans. But it is the Agnete cardigan by Petite Knit. Sorry, a bit of disruption there. But anyway, so number 2 was the Agnete cardigan by Petite Knit, and I have more than this, but I have this lovely yarn here. This is the Mama Willing Fluffy Knit Kit, which is, hello Aussie, so Merino Sport. I was trying to remember what it was, but I might as well just read the labels. Merino Sport and Silky Suri. And the idea is that you can hold these together. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. I can't remember what the colourway is. Colourway is Joy. I just thought it was a lovely springy colour, and it'd be nice to have a cardigan in this colour as well. And I've not knit anything holding 2 strands together in a while, and I enjoyed it the last time I did it. I knit the... My cat's playing with the blinds. I knit the ranunculus, and there was another one as well, and I enjoyed that. So another double-stranded project, I think. Number 3 has been on my list for a while, and I bought the pattern ages ago. Sorry, my cat's just gone behind my phone, and I'm hoping she doesn't knock it down. Aussie. She's gonna jump around now. I've had it on my list for a while. There she is. I've had it on my list for a while, and just never got around to it. So that is the Nuage sweater by Valentina Bogdanova. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. She's gonna investigate the wall now. What are you doing? And for this one, it's not you held together, but you use fingering weight for some of it, and then a lace weight, either mohair or suri, for the rest of it. And I have more Mama Willing yarn. There's a bit of a running theme. These ones here. So I have 1 skein of this, and I think 3 skeins of the mohair, in the colourway Virgo Season. And I think that will be a lovely top to have as well. It's lightweight because it's using, I mean, majority of it is mohair, so that's, I'm thinking spring, sort of those like lighter layers, but you still want something a little bit warmer. So that's what I've got for that. And I bought this actually with the intention of making that sweater. I just never got around to it. So maybe this year will be the year, but I don't know. We're already at number 3. So, and I've still got projects from the winter to finish, so we'll see. Number 4, I don't have any wool set aside for. So this, I guess, is more of like a tentative, if I want something quick. But it's the Juno top by Vert Knit. And there's different versions of the top. You possibly have seen this one, but it's one that it can either be like an off the shoulder short sleeved, off the shoulder long sleeved. I think there's a, hello, I think there's like a bandeau version of it as well. Be nice as like a going out top, but then also I like the idea of having the bandeau to go under some of the other knits and stuff as well. So might see if I can find some like cotton or something to make that with. I have some cotton left over from some test knits I did last year, so if I have enough I might use them for that. But that would be just nice to have. But I think I probably will do like different versions, probably all 3 versions of the top, just because I would use all 3 versions and it's all in the same pattern, which is amazing. Number 5, again, I bought yarn specifically for this. I don't know what she's attacking. Have you found a mouse? I think she just found something. Still having issues with stuff digging. But it's okay. Right, moving on from that. So yeah, Spring Court Sweater by Dragon Hoard Yarn is number 5. I bought wool for this at Fiberfest. I don't know how many years ago now, about 2-3 years ago now. Again, I have more. I have 3 of this one, but I have these 3 colours here, all from different dyers, all New Zealand based dyers. Here we go. So this one is Purple Sprouting on their deluxe base in the colourway Shadow. So I have 3 of this, and then Manioto wool 4-ply sock. I don't think this has, oh it does. It's colourway Sage. I was like, I don't think it has a colourway. It does. Lovely sagey green blue colour. And then this was actually, I actually saw this one first and was like, okay, I'm gonna build around this. This is Prosper Yarn on their mint base, so this is their mohair base in the colourway Tidal, and it's just this beautiful blue. The wind's got really noisy again. So yeah. Aussie's on the move. I don't know what she's doing. So yeah, it's colourwork sweater using these 3. And again, I've had the wool for this and I have the pattern. I just need to cast it on. And again, I've not done colourwork in a while, so it'd be nice to do that again. So yeah, that's number 5. Number 6 is the Florence wrap cardigan. Oh. Robinson wrap cardigan by Florence Miller. And again, had this pattern for a while. It would just be lovely to put over the top of dresses, or you know, if I have a skirt and a t-shirt or a top, and just to put that over the top. And for this one I have 2 options. I have quite a bit of my willing yarn that I brought over with me, and I have 2 potential options. The first option, this is the same combo, so they're both misty mohair and plush fingering. But the first option is this gorgeous colourway here. This is Galaxy. So I have 4 skeins of each. I don't think I need all 4 skeins, but I have 4 skeins of each. Whenever she starts digging, I get scared. Don't know what she's found. I think she's fine though. I'll check her soon. I was meant to pause the video, but ended up stopping recording instead by accident, so I'll have to do some editing there, but that's okay. So I was talking about the Robinson wrap. This is one option, that's Galaxy. And this is another option. This is Wonderland, and I've knit with this colourway before. I knit the Acorns and Antlers sweater by, I can't remember the name of the designer now. I'll leave a link to it below though. And I love this colourway. I think it's, you know, it's a neutral in some degree. Obviously there's other colours in there, but thought that would be a nice one as well. So it'd be one of those 2, I think. So I don't know which yet though. Number 7, I think, yeah, both these last 2, so 7 and 8, I don't have any wool set aside for. She found her toy mouse, it's okay. So number 7 is Marinna by Ambah O'Brien, and it's a lovely 2-colour shawl. And again, I've had this pattern for a while. I've been meaning to knit it, but I just haven't for whatever reason. I don't have a lot of single skeins at the moment because a lot of my stash is actually in New Zealand, because when I moved it was meant to be a temporary move. It didn't end up being a temporary move. So when I next go back, I'll need to get some of it sent over, I think. I have like 1 or 2, but they don't necessarily work together, or they're not enough. I might look at some of my, I say scraps, don't really know if they're scraps. Basically I've skeined up a balled up a skein. It's the right way around. I've balled up a skein and then not needed it, or I've only used part of it. So I might weigh it and see if I have enough, and then try and do that. Because again, I've not knit a shawl in a while. I think the general like pattern, I guess, is stuff I either I bought the pattern and the wool for and just haven't done, or things I haven't done in a while, just to kind of break things up and keep things interesting. So I'm gonna have a look through my stash, the stash I do have, and kind of go from there. I'm trying to see if I can sit in a way that it doesn't glare too much. If I stare this way, it doesn't glare. The joys of wearing glasses. Anyway, and then the last one I have is the First Kiss Stole by, I'm really sorry, I'm going to probably butcher this, Iaroslava Hoard. I will, again, write it down and then also put it in the description. And it's a Shetland lace shawl pattern. And I really want to try knitting some Shetland lace. I enjoy knitting lace anyway. It'd just be a new technique that I would really like to have a go at. I'm gonna try and get some of the Jamiesons, I guess Jamiesons of Shetland. I can't remember, it's their lace weight, because that's what the pattern originally uses. And it'd be nice to try and, that's a wool I haven't worked with yet, so it'd be quite nice to try that. But we'll see. I have a wedding I'm going to later this year, and I'd quite like to have a shawl for that. It will be a summer wedding, but even just like when it gets a little bit chillier in the evenings, just to put over my shoulders would be quite nice. So yeah, that is the 8 patterns I have written down for my spring plans. I completely forgot what I was going to say there for a minute. Yeah, as I said, there is a lot on that list. So when I say spring plans, by no means do I mean that I'm going to knit every single one of these and finish them, you know, in the next 3 months. I might do, but there's also a chance I might not. I am back to uni this week, and I'm also working and also looking at, I'm applying for jobs at the moment that are, I guess, more focused towards what I'm studying. And so I might be, depending on how things go, I might be changing jobs. And all of that together, as well as the fact, obviously, with my health having been, as it's been, I've had a bit of a rough few months. I'm aware of the fact that there's going to be days where I'm not going to be able to knit very much, and that's okay. It's not a competition. I knit because I enjoy it. And yeah, maybe that means that one week there might not be a podcast because I have nothing to show you, but that's okay. I'm still going to try and keep posting fairly regularly. I don't want to fall off the bandwagon like I did last year. But as I said in the podcast, if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to make any promises because that's not fair to me or to you. So, but that's the hope. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. But long story short, I'm not expecting to finish all 8 of these projects. Some of them I don't even have wool set aside for. and my wool budget is very minimal right now. So it is what it is, but I do have some good plans there, and I'm excited about what I can make in the next few months. So I'm also, as I said, trying to finish my projects from the winter. So it's kind of phasing out the winter projects into the, not that there's anything wrong with if you wanted to knit a turtleneck sweater in April, no one's gonna care, to be perfectly honest, but I just need a change. So that is the end of this video. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you, and I hope to see you again. If you enjoyed listening to my plans and want to see how these work up, sorry, my cat's decided to run under the bed, please feel free to subscribe. It's free, and then you'll get updated when I post. You're more likely going to see project updates in my podcast. However, then I might also do some vlog stuff. I'm doing a knit everyday challenge in March to fundraise for Alzheimer's research, so I'm going to try and document some of that. And I know knit every day in March doesn't sound that much of a challenge, but I wanted to take part anyway, and sometimes I can't knit every day, so in a way it is a bit of a challenge. But I have they sent me like a little tracker and everything, so that'll be fun. And I've got some other ideas as well about things I can talk to you about, so if you want to stick around for that, I'd love to have you here. And until then, take care, enjoy your making, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.